Happy hump day. Welcome back to the Dear Juju Podcast. Did I see Cowboy Carter? I don't know. You tell me. Are there signs? Am I giving Rhinestone Cowboy? You bet your sweet ass I am. Let's get into it. Hello, world. Come inside. The Dear Juju Podcast. Woo, okay. This week, I don't know what happens. My husband goes out of town, and maybe it's an energy that I am manifesting subconsciously. But my husband, as I said, went out of town for 10 days, leaving me alone with the kiddos. And every single time he goes out of town, shit hits the fan. Okay, so I woke up one morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning and my armpit was actually burning. And I was like, dang, maybe I like cut myself, on a bra. And I was like, oh, I wore an old sports bra. Maybe like I got a little rashy poo-poo. Got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, sprayed some spray on it, put some like antibiotic ointment cream on it, went back to bed, didn't think anything of it. The next day, it started creating like little pus. I'm so sorry if you're eating. Okay, I should have given you a trigger warning. And I was like, ugh, that's gross and a little weird. And it looked a little funky. And I was like, let me go see my GP. I go to the NHS. I go see my GP. My GP tells me it's shingles. What? Shingles? I'm sorry, am I 70? What is happening? I was so upset because shingles is the chickenpox virus. I was like, great, now my kids are going to get fucking chickenpox. Here we go. Like, damn it. I haven't been taking care of myself very well. You know how we all let that happen. You go in waves, right? Been in a wave ever since Italy and ever since my trip. We drank so much and had so much fun that I just kept the party going. And I was thinking, fuck, man, I've drinking myself into an immunity deficiency. My immune system is probably super weak and bam, shingles. So I go and get an antiviral medication. About 5 minutes later, I wait till I get home. I take it with some water. My throat starts itching. My eyes start watering. My neck starts feeling hot. I look down. I have full body hives all over me. And my throat was starting to get a little bit like tight. And I'm like, I'm here alone. Like my throat can't close up. Throw the kids next door, give them dinner, go to the urgent care. And I'm like, I'm reacting to an antiviral medication. I have full body hives. They were like, bam, go see the doctor. Got me straight in. The doctor looks at it and goes, this is not shingles. I said, what? He said, this is not shingles. This is contact dermatitis. It's just a little rash. Did you wear something funky? You could have rubbed up against something. I said, well, I did wear an old sports bra that I probably haven't washed in 5 years. It's clean, but it's been sitting in my drawer for a long time, He's like, that's probably it with some sweat. There you go. Bingo bongo. It's contact dermatitis. This is not shingles. I was like, are those hours, though, between shingles diagnosis and just plain old rickety rash was sheer panic, you guys. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because like when I got pinworms, my husband went out of town. Like shit hits the fan when my husband goes out of town. It's like all of our nervous system goes on high alert and anything can go wrong, does go wrong, Bastard old Murphy's Law. Now, am I going to get to Cowboy Carter? Oh, you bet your sweet ass I am. One of my best friends, when I was a former dancer, right? We grew up together in the community. Is this on straight? This is a vintage 1960s cowboy hat. Are you fucking kidding me? It's so dope. And this little duty, like, it's giving like bodice, but it's also giving like jean jacket kind of vibe, is from H&M right now. It's so sick, you guys. I actually just ordered one size smaller as well because the oversize is kind of swallowing me. Anyways, my best friend from when I was 18 years old, we're former dancers. She danced for Britney. She danced for Gwen Stefani. Who did we dance for together? Blink 182. I think we did a music video together. We lived together. I'm a Pisces. She's a Cancer. She has my mother's birthday. Longest, bestest, most favorite friend in the world that just feels like family. She moved to New York. She came and visited me this week. And guess what? We got tickets to Beyonce and tickets to Diamond and Dust Dita Von Teese. Two snaps. I feel like we should have seen Dita first, though, because, I mean, Beyonce, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would like to preface something. I started out as a hater with Beyonce. I did. Not a hater, but I did watch a Punk'd where a Christmas tree. Did you guys see this? Go back and look it up on YouTube. There was a Punk'd episode back in the day. Ashton Kutcher on MTV used to have this TV show called Punk'd. Who remembers that? Where my millennials at? She was singing some Christmas thing, and then a Christmas tree actually fell on fucking children. And her reaction was like, she didn't get up. She didn't run over. She didn't try to lift up the Christmas tree. She just went like this. It was so weird. It was so fake. And Punk'd was a real thing. They were really playing pranks on celebrities. And I was like, that was a really weird reaction. It was very mechanical. I don't know how I feel about her. And I just didn't really like her as a person. She felt very fake at that time, right? Early 2000s. She was always from H-Town, always from Texas. And then, single ladies and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, pop, pop, pop. She popped. But then Lemonade, okay? That whole visual album. And I liked the fact that she got some grit. She always had grit, of course, her work ethic. She's crazy, but she was a little too much of a perfect Virgo for me. I was like, I don't relate. She's giving too much perfection, too much pop. It's too squeaky clean. I like a dark horse. I like something, like give me something. Give me some pain. I need to relate. So then Lemonade came and I thought, oh shit. I watched the whole visual album and I listened to the whole album and I said, wow, you got to give it up to her. Then when I was on tour, I forgot this. This is prefaced. Before, when I was on tour with the Black Eyed Peas, she invited us because we did a Formula One performance. The Peas did. And so Beyonce also performed at the Formula One performance. And everyone was like, Beyonce's people invited us, we could go in the front row. And I remember going in the front row and I was 27 and she's only a year older than me. So she's 28 and slaying, singing live, dancing bigger, harder, better than the backup dancers, hair giving ography, the costumes. I was like, oh, and when you're in the front row and feel her energy and her presence, I don't care if you love her or if you hate her, the talent is so thick. It is so, her note, her key on point, singing live, dancing like a motherfucker, costumes giving. I'm like, oh, we are in the presence of greatness, whether you like it or not, whether it's your style or not. Then Lemonade happened. And I said, oh, well, now we got grit. Now we got a little darkness. And then from Lemonade on out, it's just been, even when Renaissance came out, someone asked me when I was teaching dance class for it, 2 hot seconds in Los Angeles. Someone said, it's my birthday. Can you please do to the next Beyonce album, the new Renaissance song? I said, I don't know. And then I choreographed to it and I thought, oh shit. Then I saw Renaissance and I thought, oh, and then at every show, she changed her costumes and there was a different designer every show. Like, I'm from the tour world. I'm from the performing world. You don't do that. You rinse and repeat looks, costumes. If you go to London, if you go to Mexico, if you go to Los Angeles, if you go to South Africa and see the shows, it's the same show. But Beyonce, we in a world now that literally films everything you do. Back in the day, they would put out the DVD and that's how you would see it. Now, everyone's got it on their phone, this, that, and the other. she did a different outfit at every show. So the same show that you saw in Los Angeles was different than the Paris show, was different than the Argentina show, was different than the Brazil show. And I said, oh, bitch. No one is doing that. Like, she became untouchable. And then, I'm sorry, but Renaissance was a smash hit. You don't break my soul. You don't break my soul. I'm telling everyone. And then Alien Superstar, I'm one of one. I'm the number one. I'm the only one. And I feel like everyone in the morning should wake up to Alien Superstar just to remind yourself that you are one of one. You are the only one, and you are number one because you're the only one. And guess who you're in competition with? No one but yourself. And who do you need to remind you of that is Beyonce. So put on Alien Superstar. I am one of one. I am number one, or something like that. I'm the only one. And you just go, don't even try to compete with me. You can't even think like me. I'm twisted. I'm contradicted. I got to think. Like, what? Sing that in the mirror to yourself every morning. Then you need to remind yourself that you're a motherfucking snowflake that's killing it at life. You know? Like, take it into an old spiritual symbolism, if you will. And then the other one that I love on Renaissance, what's the other one? I love Alien Superstar. Too classy for this world. Ooh, baby. What's that other one? The other one that goes, hold on. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. And then who had to get up with the kids? Not my husband. Yours truly. He just got done doing 10 days of work and shipping all our stuff over here. We'll give him a pass. Oh, cuff it. Oh, baby. Oh. That beat, that bass, and then halfway in, it goes, got me, cuff it, baby. That is so good. Renaissance, I was done. I was like, oh, shit. I went from hater to hive status. I went straight into the beehive. Did I go to Cowboy Carter? Yes, I did. Now, in London, she didn't play any of her old songs except for the last day, which was the day that I went. And so we got an extra little treat. She played some Renaissance. She played Single Ladies. She played some of her old hits. And the crowd went wild. Wild. It was so much fun. Loved it. Everyone needs to go see it. The imagery, the symbolism, the artistry. Like, here's the thing. Everyone's like, how you feel about Beyonce? I don't really give a shit. Because let me tell you who works for Beyonce. The best musicians, the best dancers, the best choreographers, the best creative directors. We are talking, she has direct access, the best directors of the visual aesthetics, the best visual people, the best AI kind of creation of visuals on the screen, lighting. I mean, we are talking, she has access to the best of the best artists in the world. So it's not just about her and the direction of it, but who also is creating the show. There's so many people on the show working together to make it work. So many artists, so much just the imagery alone. You're just like, what was on the panels? Gobsmacked, completely gobsmacked. Now, tomorrow we are going to Dust and Diamonds with Dita Von Teese, and, we'll see how that's going to be. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a little different, and it's going to be a little more intimate in a theater, and Dita definitely has a cult classic following, so I'm also very excited for that. It's just, I feel like it's time for the Rhinestone Cowboy. I'm from Texas. I'm a Rhinestone Cowgirl. And I'm just getting my fucking yeehaw on while popping my pussy. And it just feels great. It feels great. So a few other things to wrap up this week. It is hot as balls in London. So hot. And you know what makes it even hotter? Yeah, there's no AC anywhere. Nowhere. Because most of the time it's freaking cold. And I think global warming is warming us up. That's what everyone who lives here is like. Over the past 10 years, it's just been getting hotter and hotter and hotter and more sunny and more sunny and more sunny. And I told you this last time. My master wine friend who actually teaches sommeliers said that Tatanjay one of the best champagnes in the region of Champagne, one of the oldest, just bought like 500 acres here in England because this is now the new climate because France is too hot. Get into that. So it's hot as balls. It's humid and there's no AC. Isn't this lovely? I have to take like 500 cold showers a day. And I got a new gardener. I don't know if you've been watching the show or you've been a friend of the show for a long time, or if you're just new, welcome. But I had a gardener, these old English gardeners, and everyone told me that it was a thing, that finding a good English gardener was hard to find. I was like, that's what I thought they did. Like, I thought they did the English gardening shit. Well, let me tell you, hiring someone, all they did was look at their phone at a football match. They smoked a bunch of said, "Hi, mate, you guys your match last night. Oh, yeah, it was fantastic." And I'm like, shut the fuck up and blow my leaves, because in LA, it's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, okay? Ice, get out of LA, because we love our cultural Latinos that are in LA. They're the hardest workers. They're the best people. We love them. So you can't compare. I had to tell my landlord, because we were renting this place, I had to say, listen, I've given them 3 shots. They're out. They suck. All they do is they spend 5 hours. They fuck off for 3 hours. I don't know if they go to the high road and get some tea, but like if you're paying them by the hour, they are booty. Absolute booty. She's super cool and emailed me back and said, "Thank you so much for telling me. I actually had a feeling. And so let's get a new gardener in there." I said, great. So his name's Diego. You know, I'm thinking LA, right? There's a little bit older, middle-aged men to late 50s, early 60s kind of men is what are the gardeners in Los Angeles and even in Texas. So I'm like, oh, Diego. Okay, I'm going to get Diego. And I had an image of him in my mind, stereotype, whatever, sue me. It's just my experience. So the doorbell rings. I open the door. Who is standing there? But I swear to God, a new kid on the block member. Diego was in his 20s, tall, skinny as a beanpole, tight black leather pants, leather boots, leather jacket, an earring like cross dangling down, this fluffed up hair, and a motorcycle. I said, "Hi, can I help you?" And he said, "Oh, hi, I'm Diego." I was like, oh, shit. You are giving me, you are giving me Joey from New Kids on the Block. I said, "Oh, hi, wow. Where are you from?" He was like, "I'm from Portugal." I was like, "Okay, Diego, come on now. Let's go to the back." We went to the back and I showed him my garden. Literally, not metaphorically. I did not show him my flower. I'm not into skinny boys. And it was just so funny because he was like, "We're going to replant this whole thing. This looks like crap." He was like, "We're going to get it good and lift it, and we're going to put rocks in and mulch in, and we're going to plant you color." I said, "Thank you. I need color. I need cleanliness. I need it. It's a bloom. I need to come back here and feel inspired." He's like, "I'm on it." So hopefully I have regained my garden with this Diego, who is a flower artist. So I'm so happy for my cutie patootie little new kid on the block gardener, and he's skinny. And I hate to say it, but skinny people usually work hard. You know, they're not taking breaks. They're not all like, Is it a stereotype? Yes. Is it a bad one? Sure. But he has to do physical labor. Okay? I don't want some big old person doing the physical labor that can't even bend down. That's all I'm going to say. Nobody shaming. Just saying, if they're a little bit thinner, be able to do more faster. That's it. It's just a physical thing. It's just honest. Anyways, now let's move on to some domestic goddessness. Okay, cooking. I made, because it's so hot and I need my protein, a chia pudding. You guys, get into this. This is a gorgeous way to have a protein breakfast. And let me tell you what I did. I did a cup of almond milk, a cup of Greek yogurt. Boom. protein. Then I have coconut amino whey protein. I put a scoop of that in there. I mix it all up. Then I put a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, chia, in there. Let it sit overnight. Bunch of protein. Beautifully. Tastes a little coconut. Tastes a little creamy. Gorgeous. You put it in a bowl, put a scoop of peanut butter, put some like cold berries on top. You can put some nuts on top for a little crunch. Boom. Even more protein, and Bob's your uncle. Drizzle of honey, if you will. A little date. Okay. It's a beautiful, gorgeous summer protein breakfast. Try it. Next, we're getting into cocktails. I have to be honest, I'm on a day 2 of detox. But what I have been into so much is a glass of cold and crisp Chablis. Let's learn a little bit about Chablis, shall we? This is what the internet says. Chablis, Chablis, okay, is a white wine made from the Chardonnay grape variety grown in the northernmost part of the Burgundy region of France. It is known for its crisp, clean flavors, high acidity, and subtle notes of citrus and flint. Chablis is a popular choice for its versatility with seafood, shellfish, and lighter dishes. And let me tell you, when it's hot as balls outside, I'm like, give me a crisp, clean, gorgeous white. And Chablis, if you've never tried it, next time you see it on a menu and you go, oh, that's Chablis, it is Chablis. It's pronounced Chablis. And you go, you know what, Dear Juju told me to get this. Or if you see it at the grocery store, the wine store that you go, try a Chablis if you like crisp, clean, beautiful white wine. And I just think it's so good in the summertime. That's what I'm into. Decor. Pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern. Maximalism. I'm one of one. I'm the only one. I'm number one. You know I'm into pattern on pattern on pattern. And I said it before and I'll say it again because I'm having a really hard time mixing my patterns right now in my maximalist kitchen. And so what I would like to say is within your pattern, let's say you got 5 patterns. You need to give your eye a little bit of a reprieve of a solid or a stripe or a polka dot, something like that. Because if you go floral and bird and then Aztec, let me tell you what I got going on in this maximalism situation. I have a House of Hackney floral cushion on a leopard chair. That looks sickening. I'm loving that. Then I got an Aztec-y kind of Middle Eastern Turkish rug. That's not really blending. But then I have a William Morris wallpaper. It's not really flowing. And I think it is the rug. I think it's the rug. I think the rug should have been like a big pattern, solid, something just to anchor it, but not compete with it. And it's clashing, actually. It's not competing, it's clashing. So when you do your maximalism, I know I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Plan it out. Board it out. See how it's going to go. Because if you do or if you don't, it'll sink your ship or sail your ship. It's all about the planning when you're doing maximalism design. And I'm going to the Broadwick Hotel in Soho. Give that a Google. That is how to do maximalism right. Broadwick, Soho Hotel, London. I'm going there tomorrow before Dita. I'm taking my friend. And I need to see what they did and kind of break it down. That's why I'm actually going there. I want to break down the interior design of the Decor. And it's a really fun spot. Look up that hotel. It's really great. And it's great inspiration if you need it for a maximalism injection. All right. Now with all that, let's get into some Q&A results. Dear Juju, I love hosting dinner parties, but I find myself spiraling into perfectionism every time. How do I enjoy my parties instead of micromanaging every olive in every situation? Okay, when you're doing a dinner party, just like I said with my decor, before you must prep. When you prep, when you set the stage for success, you're going to be calm, knowing everything that I want to get done, I did. Then what I would say is definitely have your cleaner come before, period. Have your cleaner come the day before. It's so important to start with a clean home and a fresh space. Then you can apply your perfectionism on. And your perfectionism is fine. I think after you set it, forget it. Remember that old infomercial? Set it, then forget it. That rotisserie chicken type situation. Clean your house, set the stage, prep, and then forget it. Then relax and have a good time. And if you're still getting things together or people still enjoying, that is something that is really charming and really inviting, because too glossy, too shiny, and too perfect make people actually feel a little bit uncomfortable, like they can't enjoy themselves, like if they can't say something or do something, or it just makes them feel a little bit uncomfortable. So a little meditation, a little relaxation, a little preparation, and a little Chablis nation, okay, will set you up to be cool, calm, collected, relaxed, and actually enjoy what you set up. Once you light those candles, take a deep breath, pour yourself a glass of wine, and go, you know what? This is fun. And enjoy it and have fun with it. That's the whole point. Not to be perfect, but to have fun. God, and life, right? Wait. Holds up. Wait a minute. Ain't number tutti fruity. Get on the floor if you got that booty. I just stumbled on a Dear Juju gem, okay? The point of life is to have fun, not be perfect. Are you having fun? Excuse me? Come closer. I ask you, are you having fun? Are you having fun in your relationship? Are you having fun in your career? Lately, what's come up is my husband and I have kind of been reawoken because our severance is going to end sooner. You know, it'll be here before you know it, the end of our severance. And we started getting bogged down. How are we going to pay for that? And I thought, you know what? Let's just explore. Let's have fun. Let's get into something new. Let's find it exciting. Let's have a spirit of fun in it. Do we have to pay some major rent? Fuck yeah. Can we get bogged down in anxiety and stress into that? Fuck yeah. We could lean into that, but you have a choice. WWJD, not Jesus. What would Juju do? She'd have fun with it. Take the pressure, take the stress, and go, you know what? I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun exploring. I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to have fun getting my shit together. I'm going to have fun. And see it as fun. Change your mindset. You have a choice. Fun over perfectionism. Have a little fun. Have a lot of fun. And you know what? Next time you take a poop, see that perfectionism coming out of your shitter and flush it down the toilet and say, bye. I'm not perfect. I am fun. And I'm going to get there having fun. And wherever you want to get, wherever you want to go, try going there on the road of fun, or having at least a mindset of, I'm going to have fun doing this. I'm going to have fun exploring. I'm not going to take on the pressure and stress. I'll take a deep breath. I'll think about that tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Vivian Lee and Gone with the Wind. I won't think about that today. I'll think about that tomorrow. I'll do it today, and I will have fun. And I'll just let the stress sit over there. That was a Dear Juju download of a gem from the universe. Okay, we have time for one more. Dear Juju, I want to dress fabulously every day like you, but I always chicken out and end up in leggings. How do I break up with boring and finally commit to being in the glam era that I know that I am? Glam that you am, girl. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest. I do not dress like this every day. I'm not going to lie. Every day going and picking up the kids and having them spill things on me, no. But what I do, she just said do, is put in a little effort. And I think that's really important. It's important to take care of yourself and put in just a little bit of effort. How you can do that, even with basic things as a batik, even with basic things like just this really cute denim top, is to throw on an earring. I said it once and I'll say it again. Hat, earring, sunglasses, coat, shoes, like these accessories are something where even if you take sweats, right? So take like a sweatsuit where you have on little sweat shorts and a little sweatshirt, but then you put on a hat, you put on glasses, you put on shoes, you put on some jewelry, some earrings, some necklaces. And then bam, it becomes fab. So you can add and glam up everything. No one's saying you need to saunter in a sequined dress every day, but put just a little bit of effort. And I think that effort is an earring. I think it's a glass. I think it's a hat. I think it's a shoe. I think it's a necklace. This is where you can add and glam up every day. And that's no excuse because you don't have to be a size. You could be a size 2 or a size 20 and still put on a glam earring. Go to the vintage stores, find some fun earrings, and it's a great way to just sprinkle a little glam on your everyday. Earring. Did I say earring? All right, that's the podcast. Go see Beyonce. Is she coming to where you are? I'm telling you, like her, hate her, the artistry in the show is the best we got in this world right now. She is a goddess and she is a performing goddess touched down to earth. She is. Am I the voice of all the performers? You bet your sweet ass I am. This is my podcast. This is my party. And I can cry and yell that I love Beyonce if I want to. She's the best that the world has to offer. Why? Because she's worked at it consistently. You can't come for me. I don't care. Oh, you're not country. She's from Texas, boo. She will pop her pussy in a country album, in a rap album, in an R&B album, in an opera album. She's talent. Talent has no genre. We are genre bending. We are gender bending. This is what we're doing lately. If you don't like it, shut the fuck up. All right, I love you. I'll see you next week. And I'm out. Mwah.